The textile industry is the largest manufacturing industry in Pakistan, and nearly 25 million people work in this industry. Pakistan is the 8th largest exporter of textile commodities in Asia. Textile sector contributes 8.5% to the GDP of Pakistan. In addition, the sector employs about 45% of the total labor force in the country, and 38% of the manufacturing workers. Pakistan is the 4th largest producer of cotton with the 3rd largest spinning capacity in Asia after China and India and contributes 5% to the global spinning capacity. Now you think that this industry is the soul of Pakistan economy, and it is continuously rising, but truth is, 1,600 textile factories have been forced to shut their doors within the past 16 months. 700,000 workers were fired as a result of this. Many factories are still open but are having a hard time keeping up with lower production levels because of difficult conditions. Worrying numbers reveal that about 20% of the textile and clothing industry's ability to produce has been negatively affected during this time. So, in this video we will understand a bit of history of textile industry in Pakistan, and then reasons that, why it is in decline now. At the time of Pakistan's independence in 1947, the country inherited a limited industrial base, with only a handful of textile mills. Pakistan was primarily an agrarian economy, with a focus on cotton production, but lacked the infrastructure for large-scale textile manufacturing. The government recognized the potential of the textile sector and began encouraging investment in the industry. The early 1950s saw the establishment of the first modern textile mills in Karachi and other parts of the country. Adamji family, Dawood family, Gul Ahmed Group and so on were some families and companies, who privately set up their factories. The 1960s were marked by rapid industrialization, with significant growth in the textile sector. Pakistan became one of the leading cotton producers in the world, and the textile industry began to play a crucial role in the country's economy. In the early 1970s, the government of Prime Minister Zulfikar. This led to a decline in efficiency and productivity as state control often resulted in mismanagement. During this period, many families related to this business ended their operations in Pakistan. The 1980s with the government under General Zia-ul-Haq initiating a privatization drive. This led to renewed growth in the textile industry as private investment returned. The 1980s and 1990s were marked by an export boom, driven by the liberalization of trade policies and the establishment of export processing zones, EPZs. Pakistan became a major exporter of textiles, particularly to Europe and the United States. However, the industry also faced challenges such as outdated technology, lack of infrastructure, and political instability, which affected its global competitiveness. The early 2000s brought increased competition from other countries, particularly China and Bangladesh, which began to overtake Pakistan in global textile markets due to lower costs and better infrastructure. But at the same time, industry was rising. Between 1947 and 2000, the number of textile mills in Pakistan increased from 3 to 600. After the 2010s, Pakistan's textile industry began to face a significant decline due to a combination of internal challenges, unfavorable policies, and external factors. One of the most critical issues was the severe energy crisis that gripped Pakistan, especially between 2010 and 2015. The textile industry, which heavily relies on consistent power and gas supply, was hit hard by frequent load shedding and gas shortages. Reportedly, many mills rejected the large international orders due to continuous 12 hours load shedding. Similarly, the increase in prices of energy has also affected the industry. In a news reports it was stated, with over 50% of firms in the textiles and apparel sector at high risk of shutting down over the coming weeks, All Pakistan Textiles Mills Association, APMA, has called upon the federal government to review the energy rates to make textile exports competitive in the international market. In terms of labor cost, wages also increased, while productivity remained same, adding to the operational costs of the industry. Not to mention that other rivals in this industry are emerging like Bangladesh, Vietnam, and India. Similarly, we cannot ignore the lack of research and development in this industry, due to which this industry faces decline in cotton production, and also not producing high-quality cotton, needed to maintain the export quality. But that doesn't mean it is all the bad news. Textile industry is still the largest export for Pakistan, and surprisingly, despite of all the problems mentioned, the exports are continuously rising. Pakistan's domestic exports rose by 8.9% in FY 2023-24, showcasing the potential this industry still has. What government should do that instead of distributing millions of dollars worth of subsidies in charity or helping the people, They should support the remaining running textile industries and also promote more investment in the sector, as almost half of your labor force exists there. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share.